Hi everyone, good evening, welcome, happy new week. Today is Monday, the beginning of the new week. Yesterday was a day off. Although, if you probably noticed already on the screen, I did actually complete a few quests on my Sith Assassin because she's also been falling behind. And she needs to catch up in both levels and progression to come up to the required level so she can meet Andronicus again. At the moment I'm doing Macabre and I haven't done Macabre in such a long time. It's actually interesting how much fun I'm having again doing these missions that I had nearly completely forgotten, with the exception of course of the major plot line. Usually on Monday evening I'm tired because after a long and lovely weekend, this one was lovely. 8 hours of work is not easy to take on, so forgive me if I seem tired. I'm not bored, we're actually about to do my favorite chapter today. My favorite chapter from Eternal Throne. Not really sure if it could qualify as my favorite of both of the expansions. It's far from my favorite overall from the whole game.
You should have left me on Nathema.
Don't say Nathema.
You are my daughter. This is where you belong.
Welcome, Oscar. Hey, Hakai. I hope you guys will enjoy a journey to a dead planet, much more dead than what Ziost was.
You had to learn to control your power.
Can't even wait for this cutscene to be over so we can begin the journey to Nathema. I like it pronounced Nathema. Did you see the post I made earlier today on my website regarding new old legend characters being brought back to canon? Which one is your favorite? Which character from the expanded universe now called Star Wars Legends would you like to see brought back into canon? Similar to what they did with Thrawn, I suppose, a legendary character with much of the character actually kept true, but the story now is different.
That's where you taught her to kneel before the dragon of the cool.
She left me no choice.
Lag?
Unchecked, Valen was a threat to everything I had created.
Yeah, that's interesting. Usually I'm completely unsure how to pronounce names. Sometimes I even struggle with the names of my own characters.
She would only return if she
There was that cute moment where I created a character. It was in another game many years ago. I created a character and I thought it was read in one way. And then later on, people started telling me, dude, that's offensive in my language. I forget which language it was. Apparently, it was some kind of a curse word, a very popular curse word, by the way. Hey, Magic. Hey, farts. Oh, there is no way I can pronounce that without smiling and laughing.
Give up on galactic conquest and retire to a quiet little colony on the
Traitor!
That is not
Traitor!
my sister's style.
I might know where she's gone. A planet called Nathema.
I never thought to hear the name of that accursed world.
I don't believe Revan can ever be brought into canon, because whatever they do, some people will be happy that Revan is now canon, while many others will be aggravated and just outrageous because of the fact that so much of his history will not be brought into a canon. That's literally impossible.
We trace the origin to that sector.
The stream lags. Is that for everybody? Is everybody having issues? There is no notification here for me on my side about anything going wrong or even suboptimal. OBS is running fine, there is no frames drops, the PC is running fine.
Everything I have accomplished since being healed on Voss will be undone.
Oh, I have so many live streams with flashpoints. Remind me, Oscar, what did we do together? Which flashpoint did we go for?
Strong enough to do this, but I won't force you to go.
Thank you. I will stay and watch over Senya in case she wakes.
Yeah, but
Start the shuttle.
it's not intentional. You know how many words in Bulgarian are actually silly, funny, or plainly curse words in other languages? Kurva is a very good example. I won't tell you what it means in Bulgarian. You can probably Google it. And you can also Google it, what it means in, I don't know, Polish. Completely different things. Why would I want to go on Korriban, right? No. Thank you, though. I'm actually busy doing the story so I can get those half-a-minute cinematics completed for myself. I don't like being locked out of new content, so I'm catching up with characters that I would otherwise never do the story with.
One structure emitting signs of life.
On the other side, it's really fun redoing this after
Like the
more than
forces
14 months since the last time I did it.
Felt it too.
There are some classic origin storylines in Star Wars The Old Republic that I've been meaning to redo for a long time. Like, for example, for nearly half a year now, or maybe even longer, I've been trying to start another agent, female this time, because I've never played with Ciri outside of The Witcher 3. The actress voicing the agent is actually the same one voicing Ciri from the Witcher game.
Limited here, but I will do what I can to shield you and your companions from the worst effects of the void.
Loading? Really? That's not good. Usually don't happen. It's a shame if it would be a shame if YouTube is having difficult evening today. Well, evening for me, because this is actually by far my favorite chapter from Eternal Throne. Of course, I think Theron is not really a traitor. What I don't know, well, I do have expectations and I can speculate. I have actually speculated in previous videos about Theron and who knows about Theron's actions. I'm thinking it's very, very possible Lana might be familiar and they might actually be acting in a combo, in a duo.
Waiting for you in his lab.
A dead planet where we have a life keeper.
Remember the way.
Wait here.
I can also predict without any official information or hints from BioWare whatsoever that we're going to see the third Flashpoint and Theron's story arc concluded in 5.8, which I believe will be released in mid-April. Let's see if this turns to be true. And this is the planet called Nathema, because Vulkk is persistent and sometimes plain foolish. Oh crap. Oh, okay, yeah. I can use a speeder. And, well, there is nothing really too interesting to see here, except maybe if I can fall. Ah! I can fall. That's nice. Maybe I've tried it and I didn't remember. Okay. Maybe I should follow the pathway and not attempt to explore. I have explored every corner of this planet. There are no, or maybe I was stupid and unlucky enough to not be able to find them, but there are no secret achievements, there are no hidden locations that you can find. It's just that map here, and you follow the pathway with a couple of shortcuts here and there. I really wish there was more to that planet than what we had to explore here in Chapter 7 Into the Void. Perhaps the new Flashpoint will bring us back here, although what exactly are we fighting on a dead planet? Would be nice if the Flashpoint is different for the two factions. Like Imperios will be facing Republics here, and oh crap, and Republics will be facing Imperios, and Imperios will be facing Republics, fighting each other. Yeah, consider that moment. Well, maybe you haven't played with it, but I do remember that silly cutscene where Lana threw herself in front of Theron to, I don't, oh wait, I'm forgetting now. What the hell was it? Lana threw herself in front of Theron. That was the Umbara storyline in the Flashpoint. What the hell was the scene there? Oh, Theron shot Lana, of course. Theron shot Lana with some kind of a stun gun or a blaster set to stun. And why? Why would he not kill her if he actually thinks she is an obstacle now? Oops. Damn it. Yeah. Oh. Ah, nothing here. I probably should have Gone up? No? Okay, let's just follow the pathway so we don't get lost again. Well, from one point of view, it's bad that you can't really do these chapters with a friend of yours. You can actually. Something dead that hasn't melted. On the other hand, it's better to experience that for yourself, just like all of the story in the game. It's weird how many times I've been asked the question, can we level up together? We are new players to the game, and me and my buddy, me and my brother, me and my wife want to level up together. How would you advise us to do that? And every time I'm sad to admit that it's really kind of impossible. But it is possible, but it's so much slower and more frustrating. It's not worth it really, leveling together. And by the way, for those of you that joined early, you saw I'm playing my assassin, Sianka. You might remember the walkthrough series I did last year or the year before, I forgot already. I left her at level 47, she completed all the origin story, and she's now Deception. For one reason or another, when I logged into her on Saturday, she was... Wasn't there? Ah, there is the boss. She was Hatred. I don't know why. Maybe I wanted to play some dots, but I don't think dots is a good idea. Any dot spec is not a good idea to level up with. Except maybe at later levels when you get a lot more utilities available, and by utilities I mean skills, passives and actives, not the actual utility points. Those are more or less useless when you level up solo. No, apparently it's for everybody and I don't know what can I do. The loading issue seems to be for or almost everybody. Come on, Lana, stay alive now. Nice.
The force serves me.
Same with me magic. This was the one thing that creeped up way up in my hype state. Wow, that was really hard to tell in English. Does it make sense? It creeped up way too high in my hype state. Doesn't make sense. Does never mind. Forget I said anything. That's my English. I've been hearing a lot of people using that word lately. I've used it quite a lot a few years ago, then it got boring, but I really love the idea of speaking English.
Let's see if we can get these doors open.
I was reading a few articles today, random pages, random internet and Wikipedia actually, the official fandom Wikipedia for Star Wars. And it seems, I didn't know at least, that the origin story of Darth Bane has been preserved as canon. I wasn't sure until I read it. I never thought about it, but it's cool to know that it's actually preserved to official canon after Disney took over. Oh, yeah, of course. Did I say mid-April? No, I meant mid-March. Mid-March. Middle of April is way too late. Yes, of course. You're very right, Daniel. Thank you. I'm expecting 5.8 in mid-March. If things go good. Yeah, my favorite story is The Warrior as well, okay? Second one is probably the agent, but I've only played through the agent story once, even though I have three agents. I played the story only once and then leveled with PvP, flashpoints, and other group activities.
A good thing you were not armed with such a weapon as a child. I fear none of my pets would have survived.
Why did your beasts attack me, Jarek? I am the Empress now, not a prisoner.
They respond to fear and hate. If you could learn to control your emotions, like your father, they would not trouble you.
I am
Who's
not
Matt?
like Vulkorian. You told me you'd made a breakthrough.
Oh, hi, Senna. I didn't see you there.
In the main lab.
Vulkorian is a canon. Well, okay, the Emperor is canon. His actions on Zaku and with his children and such, I don't think they're actually canon now.
Okay, I'm ready.
Although Zaku has been mentioned, I forget in which book, official Star Wars canon book, but Zaku is apparently a canon now, as in the planet Zaku, not the events that we're experiencing in the game. I can care to venture a guess, exact guess, let's see. 5.8 will come on either 14th of March or 21st of March. And I'm having my favorite as my favorite to be the first date, 14th of March, 5.8. Let's see if I guess correctly. Again, this is pure speculation. BioWare hasn't said anything on the subject. Find a way to open the door. Okay.
We will make them fall.
Vulkorian has given
Do I want to do the bonus quest?
child. Death is the
No.
only line I am forbidden.
It's actually a good idea to do the bonus quest, but all I needed was the key.
My more radical experiments on first.
Visciati appears in like a couple of cutscenes in the whole game in his Visciati form. He looks so scary, so realistically demonic, Sith-like. I want Doc. We've got so many companions and most of them are faceless to me, unfortunately. But I would love to have Doc back because I have personal history with him, as in not roleplay, relations and stuff like that. I just like that companion because he saved me countless of times when I was playing on my very first character in the game. Yeah, that's actually a very good description from Magic. Visciati is hardcore and Vulkorian is petty. Petty? Pity? Whatever. Hellraiser. Yeah, good point. There is a slight resemblance.
Haven't gone anywhere.
Whoa! Yeah, just jump. Oh, look at that. Lana jumped before me already. Explore this sanitarium. When I hear that word, I think about the song from Metallica. Oh, she got the CC active again. Come on. That's really silly. Is that the name of the actor who's voicing him over? I had no idea. I actually don't know who that is.
Facing us.
Okay, find a way to open the door. Which one of you will give me the key? Or card? Not this one. Okay, the third one. Possibly. There we go. What actually did we get? Access card. Token, key, card, whatever you want to call it. It still works. Ew. Ripped off. Medical service. Look at that little guy. Do you remember this guy from episode 4, I think, in the Suncrawler? That's when they appear for the first time, I believe. I don't remember the name of this droid. Of course, that's not the same droid. It's some kind of an ancient look-alike, ancient ancestor. Lord Scourge has been rumored to never return because there is no way for the Emperor's Wrath to exist in two people at the same time. As in, two people cannot bear the same title. So one way or another, apparently Lord Scourge must have been killed or died somewhere. I would love it if BioWare finds a way to break that rule and bring him back. He's cool. Especially because he's a part of a book as well. And his character was very nicely enriched in the Book of Heaven.
Destructive power. She seeks to unleash it. Which cause serves the greater good?
I don't like Vulkk as a character, but the voiceover actor is actually a fantastic person. And he appears in so many other video games. Unfortunately, most of them I don't play. Daring Depo is a real cool person, and you can hear his voice in most of my videos for Star Wars The Old Republic. In the very beginning and the intro.
None were as strong as you.
Hello, I'm Daring Depo, the voice of Emperor Vulkk. And that's obviously not his real voice, but I cannot replicate it. Wow. Sounds stupid and silly and scary at the same time. Yeah, but I might be mistaken, but lore legend obviously somewhere says that the rat is for life, as in you cannot be unmade. Ew. Just like Jaime Lannister managed to... not Jaime Lannister, Sir Barristan Selmy from Song of Ice and Fire and Game of Thrones TV show. He managed to stay alive after he stopped being a part of the... what was the name of that Kingsguard? Kingsguard.
We're running out of time. Come on.
Explore. Okay, we're running out of time, but we're still exploring. Do we meet the spiders now? The spiders that Veiling met a moment ago? Big spider. Defeat the Twisted Experiment. You still having issues, Daniel? How is the live stream for everybody? You guys having issues with anything? Some of you expressed or notified me of some bug, some lagging, some I don't know, stuttering maybe, loading. That annoying circle on YouTube is almost as annoying as the circle on Twitch. That's it. We don't know if Scourge is alive and will be alive. But I would love to hear an explanation from BioWare whenever they discern to either announce him dead or bring him back.
I am not your enemy.
I recognize you from the Holos. You're the one in charge.
It's interesting that they don't allow all of the classic companions to return. There have already been few companions, and I do remember one or two in chapter 6 or chapter 7 from Fallen Empire. You meet some old companions and you don't get a chance to recruit them.
Justification for evil I've heard far too often.
The pursuit of scientific knowledge is not evil, though there are sometimes unforeseen consequences.
I'm trying to remember what were those companions and whose companions were those.
Her power is raging out of control. When it erupts, the entire asylum will be destroyed.
We've lost some, for example, Scorpio.
This partnership's over the second you make a wrong move.
Your terms are agreeable. Valen's power has...
I love the outfit of my Scoundrel, but that flashy thing on her chest is just bugging me so much. It doesn't fit with my visions of this character. Yeah, you mentioned Vector. How the hell did you find the black heart? Or maybe it appears black only for me? I didn't know that they have a black heart emoji. Nice. Kill it! Oh crap. More came. Okay, how about some stealth? Maybe next time. Oh, stupid Lana. She respawned and she has the CC ability active again. Do I need to keep Jarek alive? He seems to be taking a lot of damage, which hasn't happened before. But now that I'm a healer, I need to pay attention to these things. Which version of Jesse do you want back? The good one, the bad one? I think that's been reported to be a bigger issue in regards to this specific companion returning.
What is this place?
And the other day I was thinking, after I finished the last stream, so what was it, Friday? The last stream for Kotet. I think I did the romance with Corso, and I can't really remember where exactly did we end up. So I might have to remember what happened between us when I meet him later in the reunion.
Sounds like you don't want me learning your secrets. All the more reason to enter.
I forgot to mention, although I believe I corrected both the title and the video description. If you checked the live stream schedule earlier today when I posted it, I had an intention to overview the patch notes, even though tomorrow's patch is scheduled to be a very small one. I received an update that apparently the patch notes will be made available tomorrow with the patch, and I can't tell why. But that's sad. I was hoping we would have patch notes to talk about. Although lettered patches are always something small, something urgently fixed, a bug. I don't know of a possible exploit currently available. But if there is any sort of bugs and exploits caused by 5.7, this patch is to fix them. No. I don't think Star Wars The Old Republic will end because Anthem launches. But it's possible that soon after that, if Anthem fails... I talked about that, Oscar. You were here on the live stream last week. We talked about that. Check it again if you've fallen asleep and forgot.
She's free. You must
I can't hear you. You're fading.
Was that
No.
Valkyrian?
Ever since we arrived, he's been acting strangely.
The void could be affecting him. Or there could
I don't
be
think.
more to that
No,
than
my
what he
smuggler
told
never
us.
flirted
The
with
power
anybody. She
surge
wasn't the
overloaded
flirting
the
type.
circuits. We're trapped.
That's what made the smuggler story boring for me. This girl was my very first smuggler character, and I played wrong, basically.
This vault has to have some kind of backup
Ah,
system to
thank you,
restore
Hakai.
power.
Yeah, my accent is either a
Must
deal
reactivate
maker or
the
a deal
power
breaker.
generator, but
People
the
either love it or they
Valkyrian
don't understand a
feels
single
deadly
word I'm
guardians
saying,
to
and they
protect
just
his
never come back.
treasures. After centuries of hibernation, I suspect they will be hungry.
Nothing's ever easy, is it?
Welcome to the Emperor's Vaults, where we are about to reveal a really big secret at the end of the chapter. Soon, actually. Romance with the Wookiee. If Bioware was stupid enough to allow us to romance, what was that weird new race in Andromeda? What were they called? The Twi'leks look-alike. If they allowed us to romance them, then why not the Wookiee? Or a Jawa? Oh, romantic relationship with Jawa. Poor Blizz.
Have you come to torment me again? No. I sense his
That's why I love this chapter the most.
distant
Damn, Lord Dramat.
are not Tenebrae.
And he mentions Tenebrae, the original name of
Talking
the
about
now
Valkyrian?
Valkyrian Emperor.
Valkorian. Tenebrae.
The best Legends material in the whole
Of the Sith.
expansion.
My low-born son has worn many masks. I am Lord Dramath. 1,000 years ago, I ruled this planet when it was a vibrant world named Madrias.
I never thought of Valkyrian as having a father.
One of many offspring I sired. He was the least of my children. His mother, a nameless peasant. But he murdered me, imprisoned my spirit, and turned Madrias into this.
You said this was once a lush and vibrant world. What happened?
He lured many Sith Lords here before consuming them in a dark ritual that wiped out all life on the planet.
He did something similar on
The
Zyos.
price for immortality.
The hunger for immortality must constantly be fed.
Is it still possible to obtain Dramat's pike? I don't know. They fixed something about that pike soon after the release of the expansion, and I can't remember anymore what exactly did they fix. Was it the fact that you were able to wear that pike with a playable character, or was it that the pike cannot be obtained anymore, or I don't know.
Anything in Valkyrian's past I can use to defeat him once and for all?
I know Tenebrae's weakness. This holocron is not just my prison. It can destroy him once and for all.
I've been waiting for this for a long time. What do I do?
There will come a moment when Tenebrae is vulnerable. That is when you must strike. Until then, release me from my prison, keep the holocron close, and bide your time.
You know things about Valkyrian that could be useful. Maybe we should keep you around for a while.
I have given you the key to end my son's existence.
Are you ready to vote?
There is no
You're about to tell me
conversation
how
in
do
your
I
mind.
proceed. 1. I will release you, or 2. I'm keeping you imprisoned. It's your decision, guys. Tell Kukla what she must do right now. Hamster banana meme. Oh, that's what would represent hamster banana meme. Ugh. Oh, endless Java juice. Yeah, that's a good reason to have romantic relationship with the Java. Now, because Oscar mentioned that a quick update while I'm waiting for your votes, guys, to catch up. Apparently, the stream is not as quick as usual. I don't know why there is such a delay. I think I set it to normal settings, no delay. I never set a delay. Anyway, for those of you who might consider returning to the game if you've been playing it before, 1 monthly subscription will forever grant you access to all of the expansions, all of the story quests, all of the missions, all of the level progressions for your current and future characters will forever be yours. Once the month expires, obviously, all of the other restrictions will come into place, such as money restrictions, inventory, crew skills, and everything else. But you'll keep access to all the story content up to level 70. Light side. I think everybody goes for... Okay, almost everybody goes for light side. Or... No, wait. 1, 2, 3... Ah! No, it's equal. 50-50. Come on, one more vote and we make a decision. Yeah, that's true, especially for higher difficulty modes. Keeping him and having him help you in the last boss fight, spoiler alert, obviously, will make the fight a little bit easier. But this is story mode and I'm hoping I wouldn't have too much of a trouble. Although I'm a healer, I suppose any little bit of help could be useful. And since you guys don't want to vote anymore, I suppose I'll just choose whatever I want. Dark side it is.
Lana's right. We need every available weapon to defeat Valkorion, including you.
2 more votes? Oh, okay. Yeah, dark side prevails, I think.
Release me, I beg of you.
Yeah, I know he voted 3 times. I've noticed
explains
that.
Valkorion's behavior. He didn't want you snooping around in his vault.
Hold on to the holocron for now. Valkorion can't know we have it.
Thank you for stopping by, Hakai. Hope to see you next time.
I've got a bad
Big
feeling
beastie.
about this.
Yeah, that's the most epic and most used line in the whole Star Wars franchise. Oh, lore update for Lord Dramat. Lord Dramat ruled the Sith world of how the hell was that pronounced? Medrias. More than a millennium ago. Okay. We'll read it another time. Thank you, BioWare, for not allowing me to read it properly. Wow. They're killing her so fast. It's insane. Vulkk. Big boss. It actually hit me. Oh wait, that's a continuous effect. Come on, Lana. Hey, Lana. Do you want to do something actually, or are you just here for fun? Take some damage, do some damage, please. Fighting a boss in solo content. That's fun. It's not because it's needed, of course. Yay!
Jarek didn't make it. Pity.
Sakari, of course. Yeah. I don't think it's possible for Sakari to vote light side. It should be very early morning. Oh no, wait. No, it's actually late afternoon for you already, right?
What you were looking for, Empress.
Well, early afternoon. I don't know. For such a long time, I thought Sakari lives in Australia. I don't know why. Maybe because of the accent, and it turns out he has all the reasons for having that slight accent.
I have never seen such power.
I am no longer chained.
Yeah.
What of your former prison?
Good friend boosted her abilities back on Nathema, and she is the all-powerful Sith now.
Tell our ships to leave orbit. Soon, there will be nothing left on Nathema but dust and ash.
You need to haul jets, Commander. Power readings spiking. The whole place is about to blow. I'll pick you up outside.
Sometimes this flashy thingy on her chest reminds me of the HP status meter on Dead Space, but it was on their backs there. Costumes were having those things on the back because the player needed to be able to see them. Escape. Okay. Before things collapse, they would not collapse even if you sit here AFK. And a little bit of environment here borrowed from a cab. Just a little bit. A little bit borrowed from Jammun Khas. Will I take damage here? Oh, I should have taken damage just like I do when I stand on fire. I was thinking last weekend of replaying Andromeda because I enjoyed the gameplay. But at the end I decided against it, and I actually purchased Black Desert Online because one of my patrons has been playing it for a very long time, and he helped me a lot to understand the basics of the game because it's really confusing and weird the beginning of the game. And I also went back to check out on Guild Wars 2 and see how much the game has changed. Actually a lot of fun. So yeah, basically that weekend I played 4 different games, a little of each. And that's something I usually don't do.
That place is about to come crashing down. Get out
Yeah,
of
that
there.
was easy. Don't push me, Theron. I'm heading towards your betrayal. That smile at the end proves that you very well know which one is my favorite chapter. Do you?
Got you on my sensors. You're close. You can make it.
I'm making it, almost there. So Teron the Mohawk looks really badass, but it absolutely doesn't fit him. And I would love if I'm able to find somewhere an explanation why he changed his haircut. That's probably a big part of the advertisement of Theron's story arc and his betrayal. When he went to Cooper and changed his haircut. Why the hell did he do that? Tell us. That's a little detail that would really enrich the story for the lore junkies. I never noticed that helmet in the background. Move the camera, I want to see the helmet. Ah.
Stopping time again? You're back to your old tricks.
My power has returned now that Nathema has been left behind.
Nathema.
Did you discover anything significant inside my vault?
Ah. What if I lie? I don't remember if I've lied to him. Maybe I have with my Seat Warrior.
Nothing important.
Good. The relics
Oh, he believed me.
inside are far too dangerous to be released upon the galaxy.
You believed me? Are you in my mind or what,
What
dude?
happened down there?
The Empress broke free from her conditioning. Now she's more dangerous than ever.
Then we must act quickly. What is our next move, Commander?
Theron doesn't hate his father, he just dislikes his heritage from what I remember from books.
That's why we need to strike now. As soon as we reach Odesson, we launch a counterattack.
I was hoping for a bit of R&R after this mission, but you're the one calling the shots. Setting a course for... call coming in.
He's like Homer Simpson. For such a long time, he doesn't change his outfit, his clothes, his haircut, nothing. The moment he changed something, we all went crazy. And one of the shortest chapters in the whole expansion is unfortunately also the best one. It would have been a little bit longer, like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes longer, depending on how much I wanted to explore. If I did that side quest with the 7 panels that tell us a little bit of but extra lore of the childhood of Vaylin. He betrayed me because he hates his father? That doesn't make much sense.
Looks like Vaylin sent her entire fleet.
Where's the gravestone?
Odesson,
Thanks for joining, Magic.
Status report now.
Vaylin caught us in dry dock. Just installed the last of those new upgrades. Need a few minutes to recalibrate our systems.
Ground forces are holding the line until the gravestone's up. But we're outnumbered and outgunned.
I keep thinking we're going to see more of that planet in the new Flashpoint. They teased that the Flashpoint will bring us to a planet that we wouldn't expect to go back to, or to go to. I don't remember if they said back.
Soldiers are expendable, but protect the gravestone at all costs. We can't win this battle without it.
You and Lana can lead the charge. I'll do more damage if I slip behind enemy lines.
That's a very well said thought, Philippus. Let me quote you. I truly love Star Wars, but I hate that playing this game you're the most powerful and the most important person in the galaxy. It would be good if it was not an MMO game. Very, very true. Oricon? No. Really? We have a daily area on Oricon and 2 operations already. It's a bit too much if they cram a flashpoint there. Although, if they find a way to relate it to the Dreadmasters, that would be both fun and a little bit annoying because we go back in time to deal with something that we thought was closed already. Dreadmasters is, I believe, confirmed the longest story arc in this game ever. Because it starts way back on Belsavis with the Oh crap. I forgot which storyline brings it. Was it the Bounty Hunter or the Sith Warrior? I can't really remember anymore. Which class story sets free the Dreadmasters? And it continues way up to 2.4, 2.6 was it? When they brought the Nightmare version of the two operations. Gravestone upgrades. Yay, the ship has been upgraded. There is a major decision to be made at the end of this chapter. And despite the fact that this stream was extremely short, I apologize for that. I want to leave chapter 8 for another stream, hopefully tomorrow. And of course, as soon as I decide whether I can do a live stream tomorrow, you'll see the event scheduled so you can set your reminders. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me tonight. To those of you who joined at the very beginning, I hope you have enjoyed the story. To those of you who joined in the middle or just recently, the video will be available if you want to catch up on the story. It should be available in the next hour or two, depending on how long it takes YouTube to process it. Which class is my favorite? Question from Philippos. My favorite class is the Jedi Sentinel in terms of gameplay and vision. My favorite story is the Sith Warrior, though. You thought it was an Imperial planet? What's that? Oh, of course, thank you, Marvin. Yes, it's the planetary story arc on Belsavis that frees the Dreadmasters. It's not the class story, yeah. I was thinking I was saying something wrong and I couldn't figure out what the hell was it. Yes, of course, it's not the class story. Everybody can do that. Everybody can go and free the Dreadmasters with any class if they haven't done the story arc on Belsavis. It's a purple quest because it's kind of a side quest, but it's the main story arc for the planet. Anyway, I hope to see you tomorrow, guys. Don't forget to throw a like on the video and check some of the links in the video description for a little bit more of my content. And of course, you can catch me up on Twitter and Facebook if you want. Or maybe if you decide, you can take a look at my Patreon page and see what good things can be done there. Bye-bye.